You're listening to Stream, the podcast that tells you what's streaming on platform for subscription, rent, or buy. I want to talk about movies coming out streaming on January the 7th and 8th. There's only one that came out on the 7th, called Pieces of a Woman. 76% on Tomato Meter with an 89% audience score. Martha and Sean are a Boston couple on the verge of parenthood whose lives change irrevocably when a home birth ends in unimaginable tragedy. Thus begins a year-long odyssey for Martha, who must navigate her grief while working through fractious relationships with Sean and her domineering mother, along with the publicly vilified midwife whom she must face in court. It is rated R for sexual content, brief drug use, language, and graphic nudity. It's a drama, directed by Cornel Mudrizzo, produced by Ashley Levinson, Aaron Ryder, and Kevin Turin, written by Kata Weber. It is 2 hours and 6 minutes long by Braun Studios, Little Lamb, Creative Wealth Media Finance. Some of the cast and crew: Sarah Snook as Suzanne, Ben Safdie as Chris, Eliza Schlesinger as Anita, Ellen Burstyn as Elizabeth, Sheila LaBeouf as Sean, and Vanessa Kirby as Martha. Alright, this one is streaming on Netflix. Alright, now to talk about the movies that are coming out streaming on January the 8th. The first one is called Fatal. 44% on Tomato Meter with an 88% audience score. After a wild one-night stand, Derek, a successful sports agent, watches his perfect life slowly disappear when he discovers that the sexy and mysterious woman he risked everything for is a determined police detective who entangles him in a latest investigation. As he tries desperately to put the pieces together, he falls deeper into her trap, risking his family, his career, and even his life. It is rated R for language, violence, and sexual content. It is a mystery and thriller drama, directed by Dion Taylor, produced by Roxanne Avent, Dion Taylor, and Hilary Swank. Written by David Lowery. It is 1 hour and 43 minutes long by Hidden Empire Film Group. Some of the cast and crew: Sam Daly as Officer Stallman, Tyron Turner as Tyron, Danny Pino as Carter Haywood, Mike Coulter as Raph, Michael Ely as Derek, and Hilary Swank as Detective Valerie Quinlan. And this one is streaming on Spectrum On Demand, or you can rent it on DirecTV, Redbox, Microsoft Store, Vudu, Fandango Now, YouTube, Google Play, Amazon Video, and Apple iTunes. If not now, when? 53% on Tomato Meter is a no audience score. Longtime friends rally around a mother to support her during a difficult time. It's a drama directed by Tamara Bass and Megan Good, produced by Tamara Bass, Megan Good, also by Sway, Rizzy Timane, Datari Turner, written by Tamara Bass. It's 1 hour and 51 minutes long by Crazy Actress Productions and Atari Turner Productions. Some of the cast and crew: John Chafin as Trevor, Shamika Ben as Clerk, Tamara Bass as Patrice, Joel Ashley as Joanna, Edwin Hodge as Walter, and Megan Good as Tyra. Alright, this one's streaming on Spectrum On Demand, or you can rent it on DirecTV, or you can rent or buy it on Apple iTunes, Amazon Video, Google Play, YouTube, Fandango Now, Vudu, and Microsoft Store. Alright, the next one's called Stars Fell on Alabama. 64% on Tomato Meter, it's a 64% audience score. An actress pretends to be a Hollywood agent's girlfriend to impress his friends at his 15-year high school reunion. It's rated PG-13 for some suggestive material, It's a romance directed by V.W. Sheik, produced by Jeffrey Allard and V.W. Sheik, written by Robert Wyndham. It is 1 hour and 43 minutes long by Buford Film Society and Rareform Pictures. Some of the cast and crew: Justin Clark as Mark Rowan, Johnny Mack as David Jackson, Lisa Wilson as Rachel Kimnade, Mike Bash as Rick Kimnade, Sierra Hanna as Madison Bell, and James Maslow as Bryce Dixon. And this one's streaming on Spectrum On Demand. You can rent it on DirecTV, or you can rent or buy it on Amazon Video, Google Play, YouTube, Vudu, Apple iTunes, Fandango Now, and Redbox. Alright, the last one, called Herself. 92% on Tomato Meter with an 84% audience score. Single mother Sandra escapes her abusive partner with her 2 young children, only to find herself trapped in temporary accommodation. After months of struggling, she draws inspiration from one of her daughter's bedtime stories and hits upon the idea of self-building an affordable home. She finds an architect who provides her with plans and is offered land by Peggy, a woman she cleans for. Ido, a building contractor, appears willing to help too, but as her past rears its head in the form of Gary, her possessive ex, and as bureaucrats fight back against her independent spirit, will Sandra be able to rebuild her life from the ground up? It's rated R for language and some domestic violence. It's a drama, directed by Philetta Lloyd, produced by Rory Gilmartin, Ed Guini, and Sharon Horgan, written by Malcolm Campbell and Claire Dunn. It's 1 hour and 37 minutes long by Merman Films, BBC Films, Element Pictures, British Film Institute, and Screen Ireland. Some of the cast and crew: Sean Dugan as Claire Crowley, Rebecca O'Mara as Grain, Kathy Belton as Joe, Conleth Hill as Ado, Harriet Walter as Peggy, and Claire Dunn as Sandra. And this one is streaming on Prime Video. Alright, well that is it for January the 8th. Have fun watching the movies. This show is brought to you by Heartland Production Entertainment. If you'd like to help to make the show better, go to patreon.com/heartlandpae.